Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here at Filecoin. We're going to double check a couple of things here. Update our fibs. We're going to look at this descending trend line we just broke through and obviously understand, well, what's best to do in situations like these. So we're just going to pay attention to some key levels here and discuss kind of what might happen next. So if you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. Hope you can learn something today. CryptoCash.tech is a site link down below. If you want to become a better trader, I have a trading academy, community, and signals group. Check it out in your own time. Awesome profits in regard to our weekend. We had some nice 22% profit in 2 days from Matic and 42% in 3 days from Solana. Gotta keep in mind, these are just low leverage, low position size, consistent trades. Absolutely very beneficial. If you're curious about our trade results, check it out. Twitter, Telegram, and Discord have those posted available for you. Okay, so I want to preface here with liquidation and just double check. We swept this entire level of liquidation that was here from like 3 or 4 days ago. So when I looked at this a couple of days ago here on Filecoin, we referenced 920 upwards about 940 being that heavy concentration. Now that level's been swept, we can presume the price action either will go sideways and down or will continue upwards. So I know that's a big surprise, right? Oh dear, CryptoCash just said the price is going to go up or down. Oh my God, stressed out. Everybody run. Anyways. I'm saying that because typically in most cases when you see a liquidity sweep, the price does reverse itself. That doesn't mean that's the case right now. We have a lot of bullish momentum and there's a lot of reasons why price action will sustain itself. Exactly the reason why the price could go up or down. And again, to be able to verify that, we want to look for validation and invalidation levels, okay? Well, closing above 0.382 fib here at about $9.27 would be a validation the price is more likely to go up. Because again, we're consolidating at previous resistance turn support, and we have a propensity for further upside. Pending Bitcoin doesn't drop sub 70,000, we should see Filecoin continue to take off. We've also broken above this descending trend. That's a very positive sign. Big picture here, we see a ton of support at $8.20. Talked about that previously, so if we kind of look at this and we pull it back, that's about 14% to the downside. Not saying that you wait for that entry, but heaven forbid the price comes down to that level, solid chance for bounce from there. In fact, we have a long position in that range, and we have since taken profit on that one. Okay, so we've been actually taking a lot of longs and shorts with Filecoin, truthfully, and it's been a good coin to us. I'm considering another entry, but I want to wait to confirm a few things. So let's see here. Let's double check the RSI. We're up over 50 on the RSI. That's actually a very good confirming factor. Money flow index is still coming down, but this is a 24-hour lag, folks. So again, daily time frame is going to reflect that when we have this kind of selling pressure over the weekend. Okay, this weekend was not a great weekend for trading in a lot of ways. Okay. We can also see here MACD is trying to converge, so we're really getting some signs that the price action, the momentum is shifting. So in truth, we're about 90% maybe probability of further upside based on what we see on the daily. Okay. So again, is that a guarantee? No, but if we have other contributing factors, it increases our odds of success. So we take a look down here as well. We can confirm, if we take a look at stochastic, we're swinging upwards for the second time. That carries a lot more weight than the first. RSI coming closer to 70, and of course, money flow index averaging itself out close to that same level. The key here is that MFI is above the RSI, and that's always a good thing, telling us that the perception of this coin is viewed as still a good value for most people, and of course, it sustains its price action because a lot of money is flowing into the coin. So it's kind of like that supply and demand thing, right? There's plenty of supply and plenty of demand. The price is going to keep going up, at least in this regard. So the truth here is, though, when we look at MACD, it's continuing higher. There's really zero reasons to consider shorting. And I've said this a lot today, and it's just kind of the common narrative for the moment. We want to be careful shorting. I know a lot of people are like, oh, great, it's just retesting resistance, I'm going to short, or it's overextended on the hourly, I'm going to short. You don't do stuff like that, folks. You take everything we've seen here so far, we could probably walk away and say, hey, it's good to go. We can take a long with no problem. But truth is, we want to wait for confirmation, and right now, the hourly is telling us we have that confirmation, right? So in all reality, we're looking pretty solid here. We got the solid support level here now. We've closed above for about 6 or 7 hours straight. Once again, this is just a reminder, 0.382 at $9.28. We can even round up to say 930 to keep it simple. So 930 would be either a solid entry for a long position if the price pulls back, because a lot of times you will have this bullish back test where the price comes back down and retests this descending trend. So in this example here, hypothetically waiting for 930 would be a good solid entry. Is waiting for 930 going to happen? Well, the problem is a lot of coins are running right now, and it's hard to get into those levels that you want. So if you're going to consider setting an alert, I would recommend doing so. We're at an 8 right now, keep this in mind. Anytime we've hit 8s or 9s recently, the price action has a tendency of pulling itself back. Okay? Now there was one occurrence here when it pulled off and continued lower, but generally speaking, we should experience a pullback here soon. It'd be less likely for the price to spike up right now. Once again, Bitcoin kind of averaging itself out in the upper 71,000 range, or 70.8 roughly. So in that regard, Bitcoin potentially pulling back, it would make sense for it to consolidate at 70,000. If that's the case, we should experience a pullback to the 930 range. I'm going to set an alert in this area, kind of just keep an eye on it and see if it might be worthwhile getting in perhaps a little bit later. Again, I send out multiple trade signals either daily or weekly, and they all just come based on the alerts that I set. And again, I don't just blindly jump into this trade because I set an alert a few days ago. I'm going to reevaluate and look at this again. This may not even trigger, but I'm okay with that. I almost enjoy missing opportunities in the market. I know it sounds weird, but people need to learn that patience is important. And if you just arbitrarily jump into a trade, you're not doing yourself any favors. But we can confirm here that Filecoin is looking very strong. There's no other way around it. It's broke its most recent high. I think it's 0.382 level at 928/930 is a solid consideration for a long position if it pulls back to that level. You could even considering averaging into that, but it's only 1.5% away. So again, maybe worthwhile waiting on this guy for the right entry, but I can tell you that Filecoin, now that it's consolidated above this descending trend, most recent high turned new low, and confirming on a lot of other factors and timeframes, it really leads me to believe this coin's due to take off as long as Bitcoin doesn't have a terrible day, which is very much a possibility. Either way, Bitcoin is looking quite strong, so there's that too. It's got a lot of volume flowing in. Bitcoin dominance pulling back. A lot of things are happening here to give us confirmation for some long positions. I think Filecoin is one of those. So hopefully that made sense. I described that correctly. Thank you so much for watching. Our traders are trading Bitunix, Filecoin on Bitunix, and of course, link down below for that if you want some extra benefit rewards like $50 to $500 in rewards. Make sure, though, you know that there's no KYC or VPN for this exchange, which is beneficial to most people that are having difficulty in other countries. So US, Canada, etc. If you're in one of those states, continents, counties, whatever it's called, check them out. They're really cool. Thanks again. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.